baby. It's time for a wild one. This week, we talk all about reading emails.
Or not reading them.
Sure.
It is November 5th, and we sure hope that you voted already or are off to the voting booth right now. It's very important to cast that ballot, Diva. Down.
Make your dreams come true.
Diva up.
Diva up.
We're talking about Halloween. We're talking about William the Refrigerator Perry. And we're talking about, guess what? The Wicked movie, which we'll be continuing to
We're talking about my short 24-hour stay in San Francisco.
Cocaine.
Hey, guys, if I ever say give me a bump, say no. Just say no. And I will start swinging, but I just need you to take those hits.
Just say no to drugs. Goodbye.
Goodbye now.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us. Sloppy seconds.
Oh, Diva.
You've been on this. No.
536-991-80. Our email is sloppyseconds@gmail.com. Now on with the show. I used to be invite you guys, invite you, invite you, Big Dipper, me about that Big Dipper.
You have been.
What are you talking about, you stupid bitch?
You've been talking to me for like 20 minutes, and the moment we say let's start recording, that's when you choose to yawn.
I think it was because I had just talked about how tired I was.
And we're off to the races. Hey, everybody.
What are you drinking? Iced coffee at 6 o'clock?
Baby girl, what is your name?
You're going to have a heart attack.
No, I'm trying to stay up so I can go see a movie tonight.
What movie?
Today, if you are listening to this.
Kamala won.
Not you playing into their, like...
I'm telling you, every time someone says it wrong, I correct them, but I, for some reason, say it wrong.
They're saying her name wrong on purpose. I know. And they're doing it everywhere so that we start saying it.
Is your Twitter, I don't know if the algorithm is fucked up or if it's because...
No, it's Mr. Musk.
Yeah. All I see is
conservative videos.
Yeah. And conservative videos.
I see so much more than I've ever
seen. On Twitter, I didn't look into it, but on TikTok, if I see it, I can go down and be like, I don't want to see this. Not interested.
I didn't look into it.
On X, I don't know if you can do that.
Today is November 5th. If you're listening to this, it's Tuesday, November 5th. It is the election day. I voted on early. Friday. So I submitted my vote early. When did you vote?
Today.
Oh, you went in person today on the day. Pomp and circumstance.
I dropped it off in the box.
Oh, you dropped it off in the box. Oh, today on the day of recording?
Yeah.
Stick with me here, Diva. I'm trying to give them the illusion.
I went on Friday.
Samesies. So we got it out of the way early.
I don't know what day it is.
Well, it's Friday. Look at that parking ticket you just got. They'll tell you the date, November 1st.
No, this is from the 30th.
Oh, from a couple days ago when you went downtown. Anyways, if you're listening to this early in the morning and you haven't gone and voted, just go vote. Diva, do it. Diva up, Diva down, Diva cast that ballot. My favorite analogy.
And if you're afraid, you go.
My favorite analogy that's been circulating the internet, which I think is like a really accurate analogy, is like voting is never going to be an Uber or a taxi or a limo. It's not going to be door-to-door service to get you from where you are to exactly where you want to be. Voting is like taking the bus. You kind of got to walk somewhere, you get on it, it takes you in the direction you're going, but then you have to get yourself there both, to the vote and then from the vote to where you want to be. It's not perfect. It's chipping away. It's making some progress. It's putting one foot in front of the other. And it's not every 4 years. In California, I vote every year. When they send those ballots in, when you get a little alert that says, hey, Diva, we're voting for school board. I don't have kids, but there's plenty of people who write bios of these school board nominees. On our ballot here in LA, all of the community college trustees are
That was so weird.
a couple of those seats are up for election. And if you go look at the LA Times, like they literally asked all of the candidates the same 4 questions, and you could just read what the people said. And you're like, well, you're clearly a conspiracy theorist and you're just in it for your resume building. And you were a community college student who wants to make things better for people. Like,
Yeah,
you
some
can
of them I
literally
was like,
see.
oh, you're already on the board, and then you like research it, and like everyone wants them out, and you're
Right.
like, okay, so obviously this person doesn't deserve to stay.
Yes. So listen, all I'm saying is
Do
just
the
tap
research.
in. As the straights were saying in all of October without realizing it, lock in for October. Did you know about that?
Yeah, Disney even posted one that was like, it's Locktober.
What?
Because the guy from Agatha All Along, his name is Joe Locke or John Locke or something.
Wow.
And they're like, it's Locktober.
That,
It's Joe.
to quote Chapel Roan, that is some gay twink intern
Absolutely.
doing
And then they
thing.
also posted one for when Patti LuPone, spoiler, she dies. Everyone dies in that show. Spoiler.
What the hell?
When
I
she's
thought they were immortal witches.
Well, she
Wish,
is
wish,
actually,
wish.
she lives out of time. She lives in different orders. So I don't think she ever dies. I think she just like relives her life out of order over
I
and
gotta
over and
watch
over.
this show.
They posted Diva Down and a picture of her falling.
Girl.
And I was like, Jan.
Jan, diva down.
Diva
no,
up.
straight guys were saying we really got to lock in to our weightlifting regime, to our meal prep, to our fitness goals. We're going to lock in for Locktober. And then like 4 or 5 days later, everyone was like, are you putting a cage on your cock, faggot? And they were like, oh, no. Ours means something different. They didn't realize that.
Those
You missed
cages
that whole
seem
thing?
I missed that. Those cages seem so uncomfortable.
I know.
Like, I guess that's like part of it is that it is uncomfortable. But and wouldn't it start to smell?
I think I kind of like the
The
smell.
smell. I mean, I guess if you shower it, but then like, I'd want to wash it like a dish. You know, sponge, soap, get the inside, scrub around.
Trying to wash it like it's a dish. What? Why is that hard to say?
I don't fucking know. Wash it like a dish wasn't hard for me, bitch.
Wash it like a dish.
Anyway, I just had such
So, any final thing to say about voting?
get out
the
there
election?
and do it. And please, sorry. What I was gonna say was, if you get nervous,
Yeah.
because there were some of the things like the props or the what was it
Yes.
like? I
There were state measures,
measures,
and county measures.
yeah.
There were propositions. We had
And in it like tells you it
things.
gives you a little snippet. But I was like, I need to read because some of these are worded in a way where I'm
They
like,
twist
if I
the
say
language.
yes, then am I voting for it or voting against it? So I had to like go on to that knock LA thing and like they spelled it out. And even them on a couple of them were like, this is what this bill actually means. You vote however you feel.
Right, because the knock voter guide is very
It's
specifically progressive.
Yeah.
And some of those things are not progressive at all.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
You know.
like giving money to schools. I was like, huh.
yes.
Maybe we should close the schools.
No,
I'm
bitch.
just kidding.
What is wrong with you? You see this t-shirt I'm wearing?
It looks like the sleeve is way past your shoulder.
Yeah, it's an
Oh, it's
oversized
roomy.
shirt on purpose. It's so comfortable, and I hate who I bought it from.
Hey,
But I'm into it.
who would you buy it from? And then I'm going to tell you something else. Hey, who'd you buy it from?
She was recently seen as a albino crocodile.
Miss Kardashian.
Yeah, it's a Skims shirt.
Okay, silently,
It's
what you've
so comfortable.
but what you're describing as an oversized tall tee is a muumuu. You're wearing a muumuu. You are
Well,
in a caftan.
It doesn't go
You're an
below
adult
my
male.
waist.
Stand up.
I mean, it might go an
Stand
inch
up.
below my waist.
Oh, no. I wear shirts that baggy all the fucking time.
I know.
I love it.
I've seen you.
Well,
I know
they're
what you're
purposely
about.
oversized. When you
Yes,
buy
this
it,
one
it
is-
says oversized.
Yes, that's what this one is.
It's just strange because mine have like pictures and stuff on them, and yours is brown like poo poo.
It's a neutral.
And I'm neutral about it.
No, it sounds like you've got opinions.
I
about
see
it.
in the background that you have your ham and cheese, the famous ham and cheese costume out
Well, just days ago, it was in fact Halloween.
yesterday.
And then when people are listening to this 5 days ago.
Sure.
I'm
I'm gonna go put this ice cream in the refrigerator. If you know what I mean.
Here's my thing. Can I just say this to you?
Is he saying that he's putting it in the fridge because he wants it soft and mushy?
No, I think he obviously meant the freezer, but said the fridge. And then when he said, if you know what I mean, I think he thought he was making like a double entendre to eating it.
I've been sending that video out all day today. All day yesterday. I'm
It's your
literally
vocal-
like, can someone explain this to me? I was texting with Nicole about it, and she was like, I think he's bored. I was like, yeah.
Well, do you know that was my nickname when I was a fat baby?
Refrigerator?
Yes.
You were big?
Yeah, I was a fat baby.
My cousin was a fat baby, but he had jaundice, and they called him Big Bird. 'Cause he was yellow.
No, mine was because we lived in Chicago, and I was born the year that the Bears won the World Series. No, it's not called the World Series. The
Sure.
Super Bowl. When the Bears won the Super Bowl, and one of the big players on it, his nickname was the Fridge.
Oh, I like vaguely remember that.
And so, because we lived in Chicago, his name was
Yeah.
William Perry, and that motherfucker was huge.
I need me a big boy like that. Andrew.
And he was called the Fridge on the field. Oh my God. Google him. His hands come up.
His hands come up.
He is massive.
What was his name? Matthew Perry?
William Perry, Refrigerator Perry, the legend of William the Refrigerator Perry. Yeah. So imagine, think I have a.
Holy shit.
Think I have.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh,
When we talk
some of
about a
these
when we talk about a wide neck, that's
that is
what
a
you mean.
big boy.
Yeah. And so, yeah, talk about
Oh, I'm
ingrained
hard.
body image issues. You're 1 month old and your family's like, fat ass.
But see, he seemed to get bigger.
Well, yes, when he stopped being a professional athlete
Well, no,
and
because
his
this
metabolism slowed down.
No, because this one, when his number was number 66 and he was playing for a red team, he's a little smaller. Then he gets to number 72 and he's definitely bigger. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, and the headline
And then
says,
by the time he comes to number 9, when he's a number 90,
the headline says, alcohol finances haunt Bears great. Seemed like it was a little bit of a downward spiral.
Seems like he's a little bit of a meat.
Okay,
Yes, everyone, I got your comments from the Lauren Banal episode saying maybe it's not funny anymore that I should go to rehab.
Oh, is
They
that
tried
what
to
the...
make me go to rehab, and I said, no. Okay. Yes, I've been bad, but when I come back, you're not. Okay.
That song is 18 years
I
old.
ain't got the time.
But if my daddy thinks I'm fine, that is a foreshadowing lyric.
Because he killed her.
If my daddy thinks I'm fine.
Because he just wanted her money. And so he said, no, don't go to rehab. Keep on making music.
Wow. Wow, Nene.
And then they made
So
that
are you going to go to
movie
rehab
about
or
it.
what's the tea, Christine?
No,
So are you going to go to
movie
rehab
about
or
it.
what's the tea, Christine?
No, but I would like to make a public announcement that if you see me in the club and we are fam, don't offer me cocaine. I can't say no.
Zone?
I can't say
Zooey.
no. I just can't say no. I'm just a girl who can't say no. Which I saw a girl sing that last night at Martuni's in San Francisco after the gig.
You better ping pong around. Okay. So
My brain is on cocaine.
All right. Well, why don't we do this?
Hey,
why don't we
take a fucking break? I'm going to go jerk off to this refrigerator, man.
Okay, we'll be right back after this break.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy-seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy-seconds.
hims.com/sloppy-seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
And we're we're back.
So while I was wearing my ham and cheese costume finally here in LA for Halloween.
So how was the precinct Halloween party?
I'm trying to get you to talk about San Francisco.
I'll talk about San Francisco when I damn we're ready to.
Okay. Precinct was great. It was 2 parties in one. So it was Bear Happy Hour from 6 to 9. And then, of course, VPL, which happens every Thursday, started up at 9 o'clock. So there was a crossover. When I tell you, everyone was in costume. It was amazing. With like easily 90% of the people there were in costume, and people were in full costume. And I was very impressed.
And it's a weird one because it was a Thursday.
And a lot of people already did Halloween
went out
the week
Saturday,
before.
Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. So I was impressed. I had a great time. I chatted with people. I ended up getting the Fat Slut sampler.
Ah, yeah.
Which was Yermy and my Termy. So thank you for that.
What combo did you get?
I got chicken tenders,
Love.
mozzarella sticks,
Love.
fried ravioli.
Okay,
and
those are so good, but you have to eat them while they're still hot.
Right away. Yeah, because they
Right
get cold fast. And I think I Sasha Belled the code, which is bite it open in half and then pour marinara into the pocket. Because then there's enough ratio.
Racial who?
Slurs. And then I also got the barbecue cauliflower, which were good on their own, but it didn't match the flavor profile
that
I
was
was
not
going
the
for.
vibe of the rest of the.
The rest of the meal was much more like Italian marinara, honey mustard with the chicken tendies. And then I had over here the barbecue cauliflower or a buffalo cauliflower with the blue cheese. And then we also got a chicken Caesar salad wrap.
Which will be featured on pizzas on November.
Well, not the
15th.
wrap.
Well, no, but the chicken Caesar salad.
The
Which the owner of the bar didn't know we were doing until I was there the other night to pick up a check. And I was like, I'm so excited that we're doing chicken Caesar salad pizzas. And instead of it being a slice, it's actually easier if we're just making personal pizzas. So you can have a whole or a half.
I'm getting a whole, bitch.
I know. I figure everyone should just get a whole and share. But they recipe tested it, and they're really good.
And I want to be
was
clear.
I'm mad about this. Okay, so yes.
I want to be clear to a lot of people.
I want to make clear to the constituents.
This is not that viral hack of taking canned chicken and turning it into the crust and then putting
Correct.
Caesar salad on top.
The
People
head
are
of the
getting
kitchen,
confused.
I sent him a recipe that I made myself that I kind of invented. And then
I'm
said
sure you invented pizza dough with salad on top.
The recipe. There is no recipe is what I was about to say. So I invented a recipe and sent it to him. And he said, I had to go online and all that was coming up was that stupid canned chicken thing. And he was like, finally, I found that someone made a weird version of this on Reddit. And he was like, and it pretty much matched your recipe.
I think it should be garnished with a slice of anchovy. I think that might be a little too...
I do think that Precinct makes their own Caesar salad dressing. So that could be possible.
Because it could be cool. Or you could bake an anchovy, a thin slice of anchovy into each part of the triangular crust. That would be kind of cool. Or not the triangle, but you know what I mean.
Yes, the triangular crust. A lot of people don't like the flavor of an anchovy on its own. A lot of people, don't even know that anchovies is the main flavor in the dressing.
Don't I know it?
But anyway, that's going to be there. We're going to have a wonderful lineup with special guest judge and performance by Naomi Smalls, Minnie Horowitz, Kiki Ball Change. Hold on. Let me get my advertising hat on. Zavaleta.
Wow.
Reefy Royalty.
Oh, shit. You have a lot of New Yorkers.
Lorelei. And Hitchcock Blonde. And Garrett Schlichte.
And shout out to you, Garrett.
Well, they're the person from TikTok that I'm obsessed with who does monologues while creating hand whipping mayonnaise, and by the time he's done saying the monologue, the mayonnaise is ready, and then he'll eat it. It's very funny.
That's fun.
So I thought it was like a funny food thing to do.
I love that.
I love that kind of stuff.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so
I'm excited. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
I will be coming.
Thank you. I need everyone to come.
Yeah, because you always finish, but now you need the other girls to come.
And also, this is the time of the year where no one really goes out anymore.
Why? Because they just like stay at home and watch a movie?
Yeah, it's like
maybe
now
I'll do
until
that tonight.
Oh, I'm not going out. I gotta sweat this coke out. I feel bad for the man who was on the plane next to me this morning.
All right. Well, I want to get into that. So to answer your question, Precinct was cute. We had a great
How's
time.
Andrew?
Andrew's great.
Big boy.
I saw good old fat ass cheeks VPL J Flow Lefty. He walked around with his cake all out, and he turned back and he said, "Nice to see you."
I believe I was so rude to him the last time I saw.
Really? I don't know that
I was
think
on accident because it was when I was going to get the box of Fat Slut stuff, and I was just like,
oh yeah, and Judas was like, "Get that out of here."
Yeah, Judas was like saying that, and J Flo was trying to talk to me, and I was like, I just want to go home.
Yeah, we should send him a little message with a tongue emoji and say sorry. I use the tongue emoji so much. It's my most used emoji.
I do the like tongue out, red face, like sweat drop, like
for like when you're sexting with someone.
Yeah, and then just the horny emoji, and then the side eyes. Those are my three most.
Side eyes is funny.
And the knife. They're like all horny, and then it's like kill yourself.
Sorry to this man, but I feel like people who use that horny emoji is not creative enough.
I'm not trying to be creative. I'm trying to get to the point.
You're trying to get to the point of the dick. Okay, so what did you do for Halloween?
So I got to host a drag show at the California Academy of Science, which is...
You ran some experiments?
No, but I did keep on saying after each number, I was like, and what did we learn scientifically from that?
Scientifically.
Which is like a really cool science museum. I would say it's like the Natural History Museum, like in New York, but it's like in San Francisco, and it's in Golden Gate Bridge Park, and it's like 3 stories. And so every Thursday night, they have a 21 and up night, and they play music, and they like, you can get drinks and food, and there's vendors, and you can walk around the museum and like get drunk and dance.
Okay.
And I think that's really cool. I was like, I've never heard of that. And so this was their Halloween one, and there was like 2,500 people there for the drag show. The show went amazing. It was
2,500 people?
Yes, because it's a museum. It was huge. And the show was organized by Mama Celeste, the person who runs Oaklash.
Yes.
And you know how we love Oaklash.
I've never been. I still want to go.
You've never been?
No. I like back in the day, like negotiated your first gig there.
I was about to say, and that was that's the gig where I was like riding around on the scooter and then my heel broke.
With your heel broke, yeah.
Oh man,
You were
I
skinny.
haven't been back, but they've gotten so what?
I said you were skinny.
I was so thin.
Do you ever think about back to those times and how you felt
Yeah.
like a fat piece of trash? Sorry, speaking for myself.
Yes, because I'll pull out that dress and be like, oh, I want to wear this costume, and I'll put it on. And I'll be like, well,
this is for a teddy bear I would carry around next
this
to
is
me.
now going to be at the drag sale.
Yeah, exactly. I showed Andrew some video of me from like when I was 26, and I was like, cool. I felt so not confident and so awful about myself at my size at like 26, 27.
And now I'm bigger
like,
and more confident, and there's a problem in that.
There you go. Speak on that.
I'm going to talk to about that one.
Bleep.
So yeah, there was a drag show. Anyway, Oaklash is really fun, and this drag show was incredible, and I truly love San Francisco drag more than Well, I always say that. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think Brooklyn drag, Chicago drag, San Francisco drag, best drag in the world.
Oh, you're shitting on your hometown.
I don't like anyone here.
Well, that's amazing. So you hosted for 2,500 people, and every single person in there held their finger out with cocaine on it, and that's why you got so fucked up?
Oh, I forgot. So that event I thought was super late. I got to the museum at 7 o'clock. I was back at my hotel by 9.
Oh, don't you love when it's like the Sephora, the
It was
morphine runs?
So efficient. Mama Celeste knows what she's up to, which is why. But she also runs fucking Oaklash, which is like a drag festival where everything has to run on time, so it makes sense. But yeah. So then I got back to my hotel room and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go eat. And then I looked and I was right across the street from Martuni's, which is that martini karaoke bar,
Martinis.
or like piano bar. And so I went in there and there was literally 3 Elphabas.
Oh, because it was Halloween.
Because it was Halloween, and I was like, oh, well, I'll have a martini here because I didn't really drink at the event. So I went in there and I had a couple martinis and then texted Josh from Bo, and I said, hey, if I want to come, do I have to wait in line? And he said, no. And I said, okay, I'm going to try to round up some friends. And he goes, you have friends here. And I was like, that's a weird thing to say.
It was code.
It was Coke. It was. So I get there and I'm not in costume. Of course, everyone's in costume. I didn't bring a costume.
Right, because you were
out
in
of
your
drag.
costume for drag.
I went back to the hotel, got out of makeup, showered, went to Martuni's, listened to some girl saying, I'm just a girl who can't say no. And then someone else sang an Ed
Sheeran.
what's the Sheeran song? And then one of the Elphabas was like, I want to do Defying Gravity. And the guy goes, 2 girls have already sang it tonight. And I was like, that's my cue to kick it. So I went over to Bo.
I thought you meant that's your cue to grab the mic.
Went to Bo, ran into Militia, ran into Betty Jane, met some queens from Long Beach that were up there and were making out in front of me. And that's when the cocaine happened. And there's no going back from that. I've closed that bar. I was going to go for 1 hour. I was going to go from 11 to 12 and then go back to my hotel to leave for the airport at 6 in the morning.
Oh, so
I didn't get back to my hotel until like 3 in the morning. And then I was like, I need water.
You were
and
exhausted.
I went downstairs and asked the security guard, I was like, where do I get water? And he goes, there's a donut shop 4 blocks from here.
What do hotels even do at this point?
And I looked and I was like,
well, did you?
Because there's vending machines. And I was like, there's no water in the vending machines. And he goes, those don't work.
Well, I mean, devil's advocate. We all like a fresh bottle of water, of course. But didn't you have a sink and a cup? You didn't.
I got this hotel on booking.com for myself.
Yeah.
And it said pleasant. And I think that's booking.com's code for like bad. Because this was like a glorified, this was worse than a Motel 6 in the middle of the desert. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
but
was
there's
not
still water. You wouldn't drink the water?
I would implore you to look up the reviews of the San Francisco Central Hotel.
Okay.
I implore you. One person said, I think my room might have been a crime scene. There's still blood on the walls.
Okay, I've stayed in places like that before. I got you. So what did you do for the water? You just swallowed your
I
spit
went to
until
that
you got
donut shop with my eyes all dilated.
Oh my God.
And took out and got 4 bottles of water because I was like, I'm gonna need this. I was dry. I literally walked in and I was like, yeah, it's just the water. And the guy was looking at me crazy and I was like, I should get a Gatorade too. So then I was, I'm not joking, I was on top of the donut thing, just walking to the refrigerator, grabbing 1 bottle and be like, I should grab another. And then walking back over and grabbing it and putting it on top of the donuts and being like, I'm probably gonna need 2 more. And then walked back over to the fridge and put 2 up and then went, I'm gonna want a Gatorade for tonight, and then went over and got a
Oh,
Gatorade.
you were
And
getting
then
your steps in.
I was just walking back and forth in this donut shop, and the poor guy was looking at me like I was insane because I looked insane. So you guys quit offering me cocaine. I don't want to do it anymore.
All right. And you know what? Text me a knife every time someone tries to offer you something, and I'll respond, don't do it.
Cocaine is like a knife.
I'll be like your helpful ally. You know what I mean?
Send you a spoon.
Don't do all that. All right. Should we take a break?
And then I flew back this morning, first class.
Oh.
Upgraded. I bought a main cabin, and when I got to the airport, they said, "Baby, we got room for you in first class."
Oh, they upgraded you.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they offered it and you paid for it.
No, it just happened. And then when I got my thing scanned, it went beep 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 beep. Did you know that you're in first class now, Mr. Jennings? And I went, I do now.
And let me
And my eyes were like,
let me guess. The moment that lady said first class, your whole demeanor changed as you walked down that jet bridge. You're like, why do I have to wait for these people in front of me now?
no, I was zone 1. There was no one in front of me. I walked right to my seat, looked at the person behind me, and put my backpack, which is supposed to go under the seat in front of me, right in that overhead. Eye contact. But my eyes were shaking. But eye contact. And then I sat my ass down. And when he came over and he said, what do you want to drink? I said, do you have champagne? And he said, we have sparkling white wine. And I said, I'll take that. Because legally you can't call it champagne.
Oh, sure. And what time in the morning was it?
9 a.m.
I want to tell all the people before we do take a break. Meatball is the person who will put their backpack in the overhead and not beneath their seat.
Every time.
Every time. All right, let's take a break.
Every time. Oh, every time. And if I have a jacket, it's going up there too. And I'll look, and I'll do it right in front of one of the flight attendants. If they're sitting, because you know how they sometimes stand in the fire exit row.
Yeah, they're trying to survey
and they watch.
They want to see if anyone's going to be a problem.
And I put my carry-on up there, and then I take my backpack off. I look them dead in the eye, and I stick it up there. So whatever. I want the leg room. Got long legs, short torso.
No, you don't.
We'll be right back after this break. And we're back.
Now, I feel like social media sort of blew up and went crazy. And then it was like weird because you could never access like movie stars or behind the scenes. Okay, wait. No, this is my actual point. Remember when DVDs were big and they all had special features?
Director cut.
There was like director's commentary. There were special features
what I
you could see behind the scenes.
Yes.
Then they would like kind of do behind the scenes, but I feel like there was a period of time when like, especially like Ryan Murphy shows or Disney shows or Marvel, they like don't show anything because they're nervous of stuff leaking and they don't want to have any spoilers. But now I feel like now that like TikTokers are becoming actors in movies, partly because they're so famous from being on TikTok, part of their contract is to like make content on the set of the TV show. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So what is very cool is we're starting to see behind the scenes clips of Wicked that are circulating on social media.
I know. And can I tell you something? I don't like it.
Oh.
I want to be, this is going to sound so gay. I want to see it for the first time, like in the theater.
Oh, you don't like that we're seeing the clips.
Yeah, I don't like that I'm seeing them like sing together and like all this stuff. Although they sound amazing, like
Yeah.
I want to hear it for the first time and then watch all that stuff.
Well, you know what I thought was really interesting, and this kind of happens in music videos a lot, but like there's that clip going around of like Cynthia singing The Wizard and I, and she's like jumping on the rocks and then running through the cornfield, and it's like it's clear that song is going to be like a montage of her
Yeah.
doing stuff around the school property and like in nature, right?
Yeah.
And what that inherently means is that like when they filmed the setup in the gazebo, it's only like 4 bars of music. And then like out in the cornfield is like another 6 bars of music. Like they're not doing the whole song. And when you do music videos, like a lot of the times you'll do the whole song maybe so you can like use different parts of it at each setup. Or you'll set up a shot and you'll know this is just for this one moment of the song.
Yeah.
That song, The Wizard of Oz, has so much momentum, right? It builds. It must have been so crazy to be like, and now you're literally only going to sing the line, and with all his wizard wisdom, by my looks, he won't be blinded. And that's it.
Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. I didn't think about it that way. But then the same for Ariana Popular, like the clips that you're seeing of that, it's like all chopped up and she's like.
But I also
running
think
through the
she
hallway.
has like a little bit more experience because of all the music videos she's done, where it's like Cynthia knows how to be in a movie and knows how to be in a musical. You know what I mean?
Maybe those songs they like. She did a take where it's straight through and then she's like just matching that in her earpiece.
Oh, they're not cutting the live singing together for like a montage song, you think?
I mean, that's what the thing was saying was that like every song they're all singing them live.
Well, but Ariana, what Cynthia was saying was that Ariana, in that one interview, that they would like sing them live in rehearsal, and then Ariana would like do the vocal producing and like cut together what part of what song would go together, and then that's what they would like perform to when they were filming. Who knows? But I love thinking about all of the details specifically. Movies like that, you literally can watch in your head on a storyboard before you actually make it. And the one thing that like changes is like if there's a new idea in the moment, or the CGI is actually something else later, or that the performance from the actor. But like to decide, and then we're going to show all the high heels and the thing, and then she's going to press the thing, like all of that is decided way beforehand. It's so interesting. I want to work on a big project like that. I think that would be fun.
And it's all you've been talking about lately.
All right, well, fuck you. Then what is the bad news about your ticket?
What you want to do? That's what you want to work on. Well, the bad news is that, you know how I have a tendency to not respond to emails until it's a little too close to the date of responding to the email. So the date that I had originally tried to reserve for the Wicked screening is not available anymore.
Because you just didn't respond to an email.
Well, in my mind, if I said I want this day and then here's my credit card information, you should have like done it.
Ugh.
So they said the nearest date is the 27th at that theater. But what I have done was I've reached out to a bunch of other movie theaters around, but not all of them serve food and cocktails.
Well, you said you were going to bring your own turkey in anyhow.
Well, if we do it at the AMC at at Universal City Walk, then I will bring my own turkey. But that one has an availability, but it's a smaller theater.
I guess I'll make other plans. I guess I'll attend the early screening I was invited to that I turned down because I was going to wait to see it with
Zeke's?
your ass.
Was it Zeke's?
No. I don't know who that is.
Sure.
I don't. What are you talking about?
Anyway, it's still going to happen. Baby, you know I'm going to make it happen. It's 21 days away.
They really started doing press early. I'm
going to find a theater.
I also saw the thing that they're submitting.
Even if it is the one downtown.
Cynthia for Best Actor and Ariana for Best Supporting.
Oh, I don't like that. But I guess they don't want them to compete against each other.
Correct.
Best Actor.
And what if they? Well, see, it wouldn't make sense if they invert them for the second film.
No, because the second one is actually way more focused on
Elphaba.
Elphaba, whereas the first one is actually
Unless
kind
they
of more
do
focused
it
on their
different.
friendship.
Unless they do it different.
By my looks, he won't be blinded.
Ooh.
Do you think the wizard is dumb?
No.
Or like munchkins? Whoa.
So so
Someone
small-minded.
said the M word for a little person at me the other day. And like not like at me, but like just fully was saying like, oh yeah, and there was a bunch of blanks there. And I went, little people. Little people.
I've never heard that. I've never heard munchkin used in a.
No. I
was like, I haven't heard munchkin used as a derogatory
No.
term.
No, my mom used to call me and my brother munchkins when we were kids.
Yeah, take them off the Dunkin' Donuts menu. You're saying the other M slur for little people.
Yeah, which I think
Bro, I was on a call with someone in their 20s who used
They
the
said
R slur
R word.
casually.
Yeah. It's back.
Which, like, what am I going to say here? Here's what I'll say.
I used to say it all the time
Same.
when I was a kid.
I want to
It was like the
always,
word.
I want to always err on the side of, I don't want
Politically
to
correct.
offend anyone.
Yeah.
I want to just like do what's right, and like language can come and go for me. I'm not like so hell bent that I'm like, oh God, you can't take that away from me. You know, like the way conservatives are with pronouns. You just adjust and move on.
Mine are pro gun. You know what I mean?
But like, you know, I think some people think it's crazy that we say faggot so freely.
Yeah, that one I do know, but I am actively using it because I do know it's like shocking to people to
Right.
hear.
And so I don't know. And if the entire world was like, no, we're gonna all say the R word again, I would be like, okay. Like, I guess what I'm saying is like, I am never that personally offended by language too much myself, but I don't want to ever offend anyone else. So I'm happy to adopt whatever the general
I know people that
consensus
say it all
is.
the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then they look at you wild when you look at them like, girl, didn't you get the memo? Like, no one says that anymore. Oh, so now you're going to take this opportunity here on the pod to just read your emails because you never do. By my looks, he won't be blinded.
Someone just sent me a Kelly Clarkson video.
Is it porn or something? Why are you making
Well,
that
the
picture?
Boulets were on Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, you didn't know?
I unfollowed them when they unfollowed me. You know what I mean? We had tit for tat on that one.
Hi, Dipper and Meatball. I am from Omaha, Nebraska, which is not a huge city, but also like not a small town. It's just the city of Nebraska. And this weekend I went up to Minneapolis, Minnesota for some fun because I know some friends that just moved up there and I haven't had like a fun big gay experience. I went to the saloon on Friday night. It was tank night, had some messy fun with some guys, met a daddy bear that really liked me and his husband. And then we messed around, and then after that, we texted, and he invited me to a private Halloween party of like 25 bears. I'm a leaner twink guy, but I adore bears. And we had so much fun at this party, and this daddy bear that brought me was so fun and like just making sure I was like comfortable and happy. And then in the basement was the play area. And these two bears that I followed on Instagram forever were like getting a swing, and I was like, yes, sir. And 4 guys later, I had a best bear time of my life. Thank you.
Oh, so you called the brag.
Yeah, what's the question? Do you like poly people? Speaking of Nebraska, did you know that William Refrigerator Perry was a freshman at Clemson University in 1981 when the Tigers beat Nebraska in the Orange Bowl to win their first national championship?
I didn't.
Well, now you do.
Caller, sounds like you had an amazing time getting fucked by a lot of bears, so shout out to you.
Yeah, and this makes me want to go back to Minneapolis. He said he was hanging out at the saloon and met some daddies. Like, hello, that's the dream.
You know what else happens at the saloon? That fucking
The
shower.
shower show. I never shut up about the shower show.
You know who I wonder if I can show you his Instagram.
There was one guy in the shower show that I fully fell in love with and like followed him on Instagram, would like chat with him. He had no interest in me, but like
This
I was in
guy
love.
we met at Folsom.
I think his
Do you
name was
remember this?
Garrett. Hey,
Do-
hit me up if you ever worked at the saloon and you know a guy who got naked in the showers, kind of nerdy looking muscle boy with a mullet named Garrett. Tell me if I'm wrong or right.
Do you remember this guy that we met at Folsom?
Yeah, I remember him from Folsom. What we're looking at is a hairy man, but his hair is blonde. Wait, go down, down, no, up one. Click
This
on
one?
that one. Who's his dumb looking friend?
Yeah, you like both of them.
Look at that
Oh.
tag. Go over to his.
He's a power lifter.
Whoa, power lifter. Henry.
But
I don't like when people put like all that stuff on their Instagram. Okay, go back to the hot one.
this one, I was like, oh hey, look at I love the evolution.
I love that kind of stuff.
Like this from 116 weeks ago. And then,
It's crazy that his body hair is so blonde that he looks like he has a full mustache, but it doesn't really look like. Whoa, he's lifted. Look, he's huge now.
Yeah, he's huge. That's why we met him, because I
think I'm
walked up
so
and I was
over
like,
twinks. I
"You're
love a big boy.
huge." But he was like, "Oh, I live in Minneapolis," and I was like, "Oh, I've been to Minneapolis and I have family there." And he goes, "Yeah, I do the shower show at the saloon."
We have to go.
I know. Wouldn't that be
Fat
hot?
slut at the saloon.
Yeah. What? Oh, it's your email. It's the
It's
email.
my
problem.
email. I never responded to those emails.
I
I
was
gotta
like,
I gotta get Johnny to start doing that, or someone else has to do that work for me because I hate it.
I'm just saying. I'll just go on record. Fat slut at the saloon in Minneapolis. Fat slut in Austin again. Finally, a fat slut in Chicago. We've been waiting for it. Fat slut in Fort Lauderdale.
Fort
Like, what's
Lauderdale.
happening?
I just have been so busy this month.
You've been busy up your nostrils.
Frankly, when I do the cocaine, I actually get a lot more stuff done. Because again, like the T-shirt that you had made for me, cocaine is basically my Adderall.
Hello.
Turn it off.
I was just wondering, would y'all ever come to Colorado?
How about that?
Denver?
How about that?
If not, chillin'. I understand. It's pretty cold. But I forgot my question.
Yeah, I like
Goodbye.
Here's what I think we should do.
They have Mister, that spooky girl. She had a show there that I had done once.
No, I just know Mr. the company that gives you free prep, and Alyssa sings their theme song. Just call up Mr. They'll get you free prep. Have you seen that?
Yeah, she needs to. Much like she had to do to Katy Perry, she should send Beyonce an apology.
Wait, our first call, I wanted to say one final thing to our chaser friend who likes the Bears and got fucked silly at a private sex party.
Don't get known as everyone's girl though, because no one's gonna want to fuck you if you let them all do it up front and early.
That's not true. A lot of us like the town bicycle, by the way. Less strings attached, you know what I mean? What I wanted to say is no tea. That sounds like a magical night. And it sounds like the beginning of you being open to more things like that. And I just want to let you know, though those things will be in your reach again, it's gonna be like heroin. And I don't think that you'll ever experience the pure joy of that night because it sounds like it was very unexpected. Like, oh, we went to the saloon and then we met this hot guy and then he said, come over here. And then these daddy bears that I follow on Instagram were there and then they fucked me and I got all these loads and I jumped in the sling. You will probably experience those things again. Sex parties, hot bears fucking you, having a good time, being the belle of the ball, but you will never be surprised the way that you were on this special night. So just know that.
Yeah, you're going to be chasing this feeling.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. And just know that.
Chasing
and
the
know
dragon.
that it's okay. Because I remember when I first ever went to a bathhouse and I had been so nervous and cautious about ever going to like a public sex space. And I had an awesome time. And I was like, whoa. Then when I got back to LA, I spent like a good 2 months like going to every bathhouse at all times, trying to like have that kind of feeling again. And I was like, oh, no, you just it's gotta be a confluence of everything. You have to be in the right mood. Confluence. Oh, and you know what we should do if we go to Denver? You organize a fat slut there, but I'll come with and we'll record an episode from the Denver airport.
Oh, and that spooky ass airport?
Didn't you say there's weird shit that goes down there?
Yeah, there's weird shit all over there. Did you know that William Refrigerator Perry earned his nickname during his freshman year at Clemson University in 1981 after a fellow defensive lineman, Ray Brown, compared him to a refrigerator?
Which means when he was on the Super Bowl
What does that have to do with
team,
Denver? I typed in Denver. That didn't bring up anything about Denver.
When he was on the winning team, if his freshman year was 1981, he was like fucking 22 when he won the Super Bowl. Because they won in 1985.
Athletes are always so young, and then they get their heads knocked
Hi,
off.
Meatball and Big
Their
Dipper.
wives.
I got a pretty song for you. She's wonderful. Meatball is wonderful. Oh, Meatball is simply the best.
Le Meatball.
Wonderful. Meatball is wonderful. And Big Dipper's okay too. Goodbye.
I wish he would have recorded that like on his phone, not on a phone call.
Right. I understand.
Because I would make that my ringtone. And Dipper's okay too.
Beep, bop, boop, boop, boop. It's funny, everyone. So funny. All right. Well,
I love that kind of stuff.
let's go ahead and take a break.
Oh yeah, and while we do that, I'm gonna go put this ice cream in the refrigerator. if you know what I mean. I can't stop saying it. And we're back. I can't stop saying that, and I can't stop saying, and that's what she said. James, what was that?
I thought your new vocal sim was gonna be, it's a Vidala.
It's a Vidala. No, that's only because he was there, and Willam always says that.
It's a Vidala.
After spending
Two full days
with Willam, I was like, oh, I get her.
You didn't get her beforehand? The jokes and such as?
No, she's very funny. I was just always like more scared of her.
Oh, yeah. I
She's, like,
still get a
terrifying.
little.
Yeah.
I think it's taken me until now.
Yes.
Because I've been on the receiving end of the glare or the snapback.
I haven't received that. Because I don't work with her in that capacity.
Yeah, I don't think you ever will because you're not like.
Nothing that we're doing is like, I'm not producing the thing.
Right.
You know? I'm like, I will always be beneath her.
It's happened when it happened was like we've been together all day long. We've been doing something.
Oh, that's when I start to lose it with people too.
And then like I'm like, can you just say it as it's written so we can go, oh, so you blah blah blah. And then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said anything. You should have just let her do her thing. Let the doll cook. It's hard to cage genius, you know what I mean?
It really is. And also, it's hard when It's like inside baseball, so it doesn't matter.
But it's interesting. She is a masterclass at delivering what needs to be delivered on a set, getting what she wants out of an experience.
Yes.
Like, she is so good at like, oh, those are your rules? Great. Then I will adhere to them to this much, but then I'm doing my thing because I'm going to get what I need out of
but I
this.
think in this situation, she was hired for that. Like, they were
completely
lobbing her things to say, and then she was making them like a million times funnier.
Totally.
So it was, yeah.
But I remember when I first saw that, and I was like, oh, you like, the one thing you can count on is that she will never play by your rules. She will always play by her rules. It will be respectful of your rules, and you'll get what you need, but it's always on her own terms, which is what makes her so special.
That's why she's the star.
And you will never be that.
And I will never be her.
I'll
be watching Wicked on the 27th.
What did Raven say?
I'm black now?
No, to Tyra? You'll never be a star. What did she say? What was her mirror message?
I don't remember it. That's so far back. Season 2?
Yeah.
I can't watch Drag Race anymore.
What do you mean?
It's just, there's just so much of it. Like, I was watching Drag Race UK, and eventually I was just like, I can't watch this anymore.
She wrote, keep your eyes on the stars. You'll never be one. Raven.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. She ate her the fuck up.
And now look. Tyra's calling in bomb threats, and Raven's doing...
Girl, why are you bringing up old news? Wonderful.
Is her Instagram
Hi,
still
Spark.
just like AI photos?
This is in regards to the person who called asking all the facts to articulate. But after she said she doesn't understand the words, from what I heard, just to say, Miss High School, articulate does not describe what you're talking about. What she really probably means is enunciate the words.
Enunciate.
Articulate is coherently making sense in that category of lexicology. Goodbye.
She ate you the fuck up. Dang, I didn't know we were doing evisceration on this day.
Hi, fags. Ran into an interesting kink lately. Want to know if anyone else has heard of it. This man said he was into CPR kink. I was like, what the fuck is that? Turns out
CPR.
He wanted to like choke me out and then perform chest compressions. He literally asked what my pain tolerance was because he was going to beat the fuck out of my chest trying to resuscitate me. Not trying to kink shame, but kink question, maybe? Yeah. Thoughts? Is it gay? Goodbye. Catch that. Sure.
Oh, I love when they add a little extra sign off. Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I would kink shame that. I'd be like, you want me to die?
I feel like it's very involved. And I understand that. It's like any kind of role play. Don't you think is your experience
there's too many steps?
Is your experience that people who are not performers by trade are better at sexual role play? Why? What? Wait, Meatball took her headphones off and pushed the mic.
What does that even mean? I don't think I've ever gotten into full like role play.
This is what I mean. I think that someone who is
That's what you're saying. I'm bad at sex.
Yes, and
I'm not gonna fight you on that one.
And I have the evidence for it. It's there's videos of you just laying there.
That was because that's because the room was hot.
No, I feel like if someone is like, I'm an accountant, and the other person's like, I wait tables, and then they're like, let's pretend to be FBI agents and fuck, that role play goes better than like two people who are actors.
I don't know. I mean, I could understand why, because maybe that they feel a little bit more liberated in that, because they get to step away from like their daily life. Whereas,
right, and they don't
for
care
me as
if
a
they
performer,
like fuck it
if I have
up.
to perform again, it's like, well, then is this sex or am I?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so we got to the same. Oh, I think I'm about to throw up.
What?
Quick, grab me one of those Stonewall bowls.
Did you know Meatball stole the first bowl at Stonewall?
Someone last night was dressed as the first brick at Stonewall.
Yeah, it's very funny.
And they came up to me and they were like, I was like, what are you? And they were like, I'm the first brick at Stonewall. And I was like, should have dressed like the bowl. And he kept going around saying his name was Brickney Spears. So it was like a double.
A double entente.
Marsha P. Johnson.
Marsha P. Johnson.
If you go, there's a Marsha P. Johnson park. And it's beautiful. And we took Bella there. Me and Dallas took Bella there. And we were, well, never mind. We were just, because she's trans now.
Were you hooking?
No, she's trans now. So we were like, this is the park for your people.
Hey, you crazy fucks. I'm in one of those little southern cities in North Carolina that was affected by the hurricane. So ever since my power and my water went out, me and my little dog, my little pug, Satchel, listened to your crazy asses. And I can't tell you how much you all lifted me up. I've been listening to you for a while, but I have enjoyed every fucking voicemail, every fucking story, every fucking embellishment that you all have provided. And I don't know how many others feel like this, but I have just been very lifted up by your craziness, and I appreciate it. I wish I had a fucking sex story to tell you. I wish I had fucking sex to have, but one of these days, someone will share my bed and share my love and share my wonderfulness. And just like you all, I'm waiting to see the Wicked movie. And I'm waiting to see that picture of that boy with just his fairy boots on. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for bringing me so much happiness. Goodbye.
I know that just scared that little pug.
That was a very, very sweet phone call. I hope that
thank
you are safe now post the hurricane. All of that was crazy to watch unfold. And to be honest, it makes me really nervous. Our friend Stoner Stoning just posted a fucking infographic that said Mount Fuji hasn't had snow on it for the first time in 130 years. Girl, the world is crazy.
Girl, it's burning down. And the craziest thing is that people know that it's happening don't want to believe it because it's not going to directly affect them.
But
so
it is.
Like, whatever.
It's currently directly affecting our caller right here.
I know, but these old white men in
the rich
charge of shit, they literally are just like, whatever, I'm going to be dead. So who fucking cares?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am curious, and so I appreciate the kind words. We both do. I know Meatball and I, we've been doing this show for a long time, so it's great to hear.
Hear something nice for once. Since everyone else is so fucking mean.
But I do.
And I'd like to say one thing to so.gay. Whatever you are. Kill your website. It's this piece of shit.
I get a lot of people texting me that.
Yeah, they're running it like an ad.
Yeah, the ad, it's a face.
It's 10 million views or whatever.
No, it's more than that. It's my face from the cancel episode. And it says this podcaster's questionable morals or something insane like that. And I think the ad that they're running on Twitter has over 14 million views on it. Yeah, it's nuts. A gay podcast host is catching heat for his morally questionable hookup app ploy. So shout out to So.Gay for just trolling the internet for old news. But that's what half the internet is.
Yeah.
Come on the pod and let's talk about your morally questionable business practices.
Or let's talk about how Queen of Melrose said the exact same thing on that Katja Grinder podcast and ain't no one said shit about it.
Well,
she's a trans woman.
But I just need a quick clarification before we wrap up. What are you talking about? You want to see someone in their fairy boots? Is that
I didn't quite understand what that was. Is that from Wicked? There's a naked boy?
Doesn't what happens to Fiyero? He becomes the Scarecrow?
Yes.
So who
Because let his bones never break. And however they try to destroy him. Let him never die.
Who becomes
Let him never die.
Who becomes a little fairy?
Thank you so much for bringing me so much happiness. Goodbye, fairy boots on. And I'm waiting to see that picture of that boy with just his fairy boots on. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for bringing me so much happiness.
Bach. What does Bach become?
Bach becomes the Tin Man.
Who's the lion? Oh, the lion she said.
The lion is a lion that she saves, yeah. Because he was kept in captivity, which
all
is
right,
why
we
he
need
was
to
a
know who
coward.
the fuck you're talking about, caller. You got to call back.
Yeah, I don't really remember that in the book, but I'm wondering because they said a lot of this movie.
You didn't read the book. If you're not reading your emails, you didn't read the book.
I did read the book.
Bitch,
back when I knew how to read. No, the thing about reading a book versus not reading the emails is people want something from me in an email, and I'm not always willing to give that energy of like myself out. But a book, that's just for me. And what I was gonna say was, I wonder if in the movie she's gonna get fucked by that broom. Okay, let's go.
All right, no, we're done.
Oh, I saw when I was hosting, I saw two girls dressed as Elphaba and Glinda. And I was like, oh my God, Wicked, let's all do the riff together. And I went, 3, 2, 1. And like 6 people went, ah. And I went, your pussies are green. Like, I was mad that no one in the audience would do the riff with me, but it wasn't a fat slut.
I saw a clip on Instagram that said, it was the, I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean? And it was.
It's the fighting me.
The AI fighting.
I just reposted.
Funny.
It was so good. But I just reposted. Someone made one where it says, don't worry, they worked it out on the remix. And it's the two of them like turning to look at each other like they're about to fight. And then they just hug.
That is so funny. Jesus
See,
Christ.
now AI can be funny. But why don't we use it for science?
The internet is crazy.
All right. Thank you.
Girl, have you seen the Tesla at-home robots?
I don't want to talk about anything Elon Musk makes. I don't trust that white man.
Okay, wrap it up then.
Thank you so much for making your way over to this side of the internet to listen to our little podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Sloppy Seconds Pod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. No, it's just Sloppy Pod.
No, the email is Sloppy Seconds Podcast.
The Instagram is at Sloppy Pod. The email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Or you can call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And if you know anyone named Garrett who worked at the saloon, come on, get on into my inbox. I might be making a trip out to Minneapolis. And you do know I like to pay for sex. I have to go to bed.
Goodbye.
Ooh, his nipples is tiny. For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Technical direction by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willam, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Ooh, his nipples are tiny.